With stinging dry eyes, Jake studied the lady front and center with short brown hair, big brown eyes, and a tight navy suit. She shifted her hips, seducing the white podium, marked with black scuff marks around its base with one finger, outlining its edges over and over, like the way Bruce held money, with passion. Bruce stumbled as he passed her and took his seat right up front. Her pale skin was over-powdered. Her lip gloss didn't have any color, just wet. And she had boobs as big as cantaloupes. Mr. and Mrs. Wilkes studied one another while Jake ogled straight on at the fruit offering. The lady scanned the room from one side to the other, gradually taking order. Aged ceiling tiles, tube lighting along the walls, and the one new chandelier held a small black device. She danced his eyebrows, and when the lady did too, Jake's eyes grew wider still. Preacher Black's black coffin was right in front of her. The white podium was the only thing between her and the black coffin. The stand held the Holy Bible. Its golden edges sparkled like a butterfly wings on a spring day. "Fellow friends, members of the congregation, and relatives of the dear departed, I am Preacher Lily." Her voice was silky smooth, like a southern bells from one of those old black and white films where moss hangs from the shady trees and everything looks sprawled out and welcoming. Jake swallowed the extra drool pooling in his mouth while Preacher Lily's cantaloupes shifted. "Our dear brother, Preacher Black, Mr. Chavis Black, has left us to live in heaven. As any one of us can testify, this man was a saint." The Wilkes family checked this news with the others, who were also wearing the most perplexed pusses imaginable, while other funeral attendees shouted, "Amen!" when all of a sudden a sly smile radiated from Jake's bashful, batting eyes. Bruce had Preacher Lily's picture pinned on the inside of his closet behind the hanging flannels and pullovers, right in the middle. Fayetteville's infamous Starlight Club was lettered in flaming yellow across her spread-eagled legs, with the pole acting as the letter L. Right after he had acquired the hot, glossy flossy, Bruce had told Jake that she offered to teach him everything he'd ever need to know in life, and Jake's eyes about fell out of his head like they were right then, as Preacher Lily swung her head around and moaned. "Dear brothers, we are gonna miss this man. This man brought so many of us to the light. He even turned stone to life. This building was nothing but an old shoe store." She winked, plain as day, at the group of scalies behind Jake. "Now it's a beacon of light, a holy vessel, a watering hold for the downtrodden and poor." Poor was so drawled out it had 2 syllables, as her lips pursed up like a hooker's in the movies. "Preacher Black turned all us round from the dark to the light." She swung her head and moaned again, as funeral folks shouted, "Amen!"